So you've decided that you're going to divorce and you need to sell the home. Let me tell you about some of the things that can come up in that situation. This is Christian Nabush, a licensed real estate agent with a real broker, and I help families buy and sell homes here in the Gulf Coast communities of Pinellas County. If that's of interest to you, please give me a call at 727-303-1521 or shoot me a DM at CD Selling St. Pete. It's on all my social media. Now, there are times which happen far unfrequently, far too often, where couples decide after a certain period of time or certain circumstances that occurred to separate. And during that process, they realize that, we both can't afford the home individually, neither one of us. Let's sell the home. Now, in this context, and as the time of recording, this is June of 2024, and in Florida, we've, it's still a good market, but it's transitioned, fully into a buyer's market. So homes are staying on the market longer. What that means for a couple that's undergoing the process of divorce is that the expectation that you might have of being able to get, tons of offers like during the period of and after, the COVID pandemic is no longer the case. Your home is not going to get necessarily 50 offers in 5 minutes. So you need to get an appraisal for your home for two reasons. One, most sellers in my experience have an unrealistic expectation of the value of their home. That doesn't mean that they're way off, but they're basing on information that a real estate professional like myself would not. Secondly, it's to give you some clear guidance as to what's going to happen if and when you sell your home for that price. Because as we're in a buyer's market now and homes are sitting longer, values are actually coming down because individuals don't necessarily have that same urgency when they're looking to buy a home that they did a few years ago. And what that can do to the price or the value of your home is somewhat suppress it. So if you're expecting all this equity because of all the work that you put into it, let's say your home is on the water, you've redone the seawall, you've upgraded the deck, you've redone the roof, added solar panels, etc. You might have put in 100, 150,000, maybe even more into the home, and you're expecting the value of the home to be higher than what you put into it. And often that is not the case. So when it comes to a situation where you decide to sell the home, you need to determine the value of the home, a real fair market estimate with an appraiser, because there may be no equity to split between the two. So it's important to get an appraisal so that you understand as you go through this process, because divorce is a financial and an emotional nuclear bomb. There are a lot of things that are going to be going your way wrongly, like things are going to go sideways often. But the earlier you can get an appraisal, the earlier in the process of divorce you can get an appraisal, you can determine your best options. So if these questions or concerns resonate with you, please give me a call at 727-303-1521 or shoot me a DM at CD Slang St. Pete. It's on my TikTok and my Instagram. Let's have a conversation. Let's get the sense of what your options are, because most people in a divorce, they both have to leave the home at some point, because a home that was purchased with two incomes oftentimes cannot be sustained with one. And it is a harsh reality to realize that the home you fell in love with, or the home you raised your kids in, or the home you just spent the vast majority of your marriage together, is going to possibly enter someone else's hands, because neither one of you can hold it on your own. And to deal with that type of emotional issue, sometimes you just need a trained professional that can give you the answers you may not want to hear, but the answers you need to hear to the questions that you have. So like I said, give me a call, 727-303-1521, or shoot me a DM at CD Song St. Pete. Have a good day.